What up? So, I know I just released the video. Okay, there's actually 2 views. Anyways, you're gonna do the exact same thing, but with N. I decided to do it today. I'm gonna have to pause halfway through because I'm gonna have to have dinner pretty soon, but I want to get some of this done. Oh god, help me. I looked through the comments already, nothing really mentioned other than one I believe that's actually important, like this one. And I think that's literally about it. Yep. Alright. So let's just start this. I'm still gonna go through repeated stuff, even though I'll probably save time in the video, but I want you guys to go through the page with me. Let's go.
He was just being a silly little goob. He wouldn't hurt a bug. Let's hear the.
I already seen this one. I just wanted to see how the format is. It's gonna be it's the exact same.
Literally. Your Honor, look at him. He is the most cute drone on this universe. Give him another chance.
Started with the legitimate one first. Like, please.
Your Honor, my client says it was an accident and it only caused minor damage. Plus, he's super innocent in everything.
There is something I'm not gonna mention it. Hopefully somebody else does. If somehow nobody mentions it, I'm gonna mention it. But basically it has to do something with N's crimes. I think I already said it. Sin, mind control N, memories erased, not a lot of crimes. He said he's barely done anything past those episode 1 crimes, so.
Your Honor, my client was just being a silly little guy.
I think I'm gonna get a whole heck of a lot more sillies here. Him with Sin.
That is out for a very similar post a while ago, so I'll just copy paste here. He was manipulated by the solver and had his memories, morality, and understanding of his actions erased. The solver is responsible for everything Ed did, and Ed shouldn't be tried for his actions. He was controlled and brainwashed into and had no way of knowing the moral / legal consequences of.
Exactly. There's nothing. Yes. Totally. Obviously, he was mind controlled and all that. But when he did gain the knowledge of knowing what's right or wrong, destruction of the roof, maybe sneaking back into the compound, and sneaking in Doll's room are really the rest of his crimes. So he really only has like a year and $2,000. But yeah, there are very few crimes. But yeah, totally. Which is really the only point you can really bring across him, so I'm worried I shouldn't do all this video, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
He's a goober. Come on, he's sorry.
Goober's different from being cute and silly. Because it involves events of accident. Being silly and cute.
Your Honor, if you don't set him free, his girlfriend will come in and blow up the place.
Who's gonna blow up the place? Who is gonna blow up the place? Why the fandom? There's there's a whole heck of a lot of people that could blow up the place. But yeah, Uzi, yeah, I guess.
Your Honor, my
sorry.
client pleads the silly as a gun.
Oh god, okay. Silly and an IC, great. Like I said, this video is gonna literally get nowhere, so.
He has an appeal note, Your Honor. Just says, I'm sorry, with our Minecraft dog on it. As an error,
This is the closest thing we're probably ever gonna get to in a pardon. I mean, like, it's a yes and no type thing. Like, it's obviously not an official, but, like, he is excused. You just need the evidence.
The hot mod would be keeping him from confessing and locking himself up.
Yeah, just true. I mean, like, he's N. Come on.
He is a pure being of joy, and you want to arrest him? Look at him! Is that the face of a criminal?
I mean, like I said, he's probably only gonna get a couple years in jail at max.
Your Honor, my client pleads oopsie daisy. He didn't mean to kill everyone. Just look at those cute puppy eyes.
Presumably we're talking about legitimate N. So yeah, that's complicated. It's not a valid argument, though.
Well, Your Honor, as the saying goes, liar, liar, pants on fire. As you clearly see here, his pants are indeed not aflame. I rest my case.
He doesn't have pants. Maybe. See, he did have pants on during prom and the camp, but presumably this is said obviously after. And I guess this might also be in my murder zone timeline. There's no pants. So.
Your Honor, all of humanity is dead. Who the f cares?
That is not true. Well, statistically, not true. More likely, there's at least some humans on some planet out there. Like, I don't think humans just colonize 2 solar systems. There's definitely more, or 3 solar systems. There's definitely more.
Your Honor, Ed was being manipulated by sin and also being controlled. He didn't know what he was doing was wrong and feels bad for what he did.
I'm gonna write down the number.
Listen, Your Honor, I know he may have committed genocide, but that was because he was under the control of sin and had no memory of this because he was trying to burn his memories. Therefore, he is innocent because he was forced against his will to kill those people.
Good for pointing that out. I'm glad some. That's like the only point, and that's the only one they use.
Your Honor, my client pleads I'm blue.
That is not an accurate legal plea.
Your Honor, Ed didn't do anything wrong. You see, he was just playing Legos in his pillow fort because he's a cute little goober fella.
Do you realize that he
Your Honor, he's already spent time and time out.
Where's the evidence? There's no evidence to back that up. Sorry, buddy.
He tried to get put in prison because he feels guilty. Uzi and V, knowing this, would immediately start planning a prison break or try to rig the jury. Thad and Lizzie wouldn't need to rig the jury because they're part of it, but they'd also be working on their own prison break plan for Ed in case things went south.
All true. That's definitely.
I think I may have schizophrenia.
Oh my god. Okay, that's funny. No relation to this, but hey, pretty funny.
Just look at Ed.
Oh.
He is just someone not to be killing, except for sin. Anyone. Look at him. How could you punish him? He's so stupid.
True. Yeah, not trying to be mean. And it's a valid argument. He is clueless. That's how he was controlled so easily, but doesn't mean he
Your Honor, you silly, you made a small instant.
Okay. Who is voicing? I think this. I don't know. This sounds like an AI because, like, you know. What are these titles too, bro? Like, what is that? Not valid.
Your Honor, my client was brainwashed and subsequently mutilated into a killing machine by a genocidal program, who then intimidated him and his two sisters into such acts. If anyone is guilty, it would be the Solver.
That's actually something I do want to point out. People have been saying that one of the things, like, in similar work, obviously from the not obvious fact, is that, well, sister, since his big brother. Then wouldn't the same thing apply to V and J? I know it's saying J is weird, but wouldn't the same apply to V? Like, why are we saying Sin is a little sister of it? Just because Sin is the one saying big brother? Sin could be saying big brother as, well, role model. Like, you're like a brother to me. You know people say that. So it's either ignore the whole family situation or N and V are related. Is that what you want?
Your Honor, look at this face and tell me he shouldn't be set free. Also, although he commit mass murder, he saved thousands, maybe millions.
That's a good, saved a lot. So in these cases, it's gonna sound like pardons. I'm gonna say if it's a valid. It's a valid, but there might be some problems again. He's still committed bad crimes, but like it is a good.
He's just an ADHD gremlin. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Your Honor, he was just throwing it in a circle. He didn't mean to style on the nose.
What?
Your Honor, he did that. I swear it on my Xbox. Your Honor, he did that.
Like I said, I don't even know how to respond to some of these.
I swear it on my Xbox.
Well, you see, Your Honor, I couldn't agree more than taking him to the big house, but there's a reason why he shouldn't go. Although, yes, your prisons are very high class and strong, my companion here has both a built-in chainsaw and gun. Nonetheless, blade like fingers. So, take him to the prison, lock him up all you want, but just know it would be nothing but a waste of time for you.
He was brainwashed and genetically modified to require some source of oil to function. As seen,
Don't know
the
that.
moment one small thing slid through the cracks of his brainwashing, he was discarded. And he knew the why and what of their betrayal of him, shattering any hold they still could have had on him. As of now, he only kills what he needs to survive.
Which is still against the law.
Your Honor, my client has pleaded Sawi via drawing and was forgiven and accepted by the workers. Besides, just look how Sawi feels.
I mean, again, that's a good argument for he was accepted by the worker drones. So maybe, so for a pardon, that is a good case too.
Your Honor, he had no choice to. He was brainwashed,
Like I said, I know
turned
this
into a
is gonna be
killer
repeated a lot.
robot, forced to
That's
kill
pretty
all
obvious.
humans and a bunch of robots. He was bullied by his other teammates, and also just look at him. He's such an adorable guy. He wouldn't do anything else.
Your Honor, his crimes don't count if he was being silly.
Your Honorable Honor, our client here was controlled by a virus
My
called
goodness,
a
this
Solver.
didn't know this
For
was
he is not to blame, but the Solver, or his original creators, the
Sin,
Interstellar
the
Company,
Solver, and
TC
JC
Jensen
Jensen
in
are all
space.
Your Honor, my client was literally not told why he was to do it, and his only other option was death. So he was forced to.
I'm gonna pause here because this was worded weird. It's like being forced to. It's like it was you worded it weird, dude. Oh, wait, no, we're not halfway.
Water, he said.
Not valid. You need some.
Sorry.
I mean, they were made to kill everyone. Now I remember they need oil to be active. So he was just doing his work as a killing machine. It's the same if you made a V1 promotion kill, and he's
Okay, we're halfway, but so
gonna kill someone. Also, sorry if I'm wrong. I lost the horse, so sorry.
you got the right idea. I mean, like you got to the point where he was created as a killing machine. But if you're created as a killing machine, that doesn't mean that by human standards you should kill. I mean, you were created to do bad stuff, and even now, if you learned the right ways, if you continued to do the bad stuff with your killing machine abilities, then you would be breaking the law, like what V did. Yeah, we're halfway. I know we are going by fast. See, only 60 minutes. Wow. I know a lot of. I'm going by.
Drones don't have human rights.
Oh God.
Even if he was brainwashed into killing humans, he's still disposable. And putting a trial for him, his sister, or his squad in the first place seems like a mockery of our jurisdictional system. To the gallows!
Doing it for fun.
Your Honor, he is just a little.
For these stuff, I'm just gonna write down Q.
guy.
Your Honor, this is financial advice. Your
Nothing said. I don't know. Next paragraph though, so this is
Honor,
gonna be pretty good.
this is financial advice. Your Honor, we see that time and time again, this person has a good heart. He looks out for others and does his best to help them through rough times. The mass slaughter of worker drones goes so much against his core character traits that it's highly likely that he was pressured/coerced into killing worker drones by his boss, Jay. Otherwise, half the worker drone population will be pregnant with his kid by now.
What? That title makes sense. For a parting case, yeah, again, totally valid. Totally valid as a pardon. I mean, he's being controlled, all that. I really haven't had to say anything because it's a clear set in stone thing, but with sin, there's a lot.
Your Honor, I plead him guilty. Okay, bye now.
Just help
That's
him.
it. I'm skedaddling. Your Honor, he is a good but stupid boy. He wouldn't even have the brain cells to do what the client is suggesting.
Didn't realize what was.
Just look at his eyes. There's no rational thoughts behind those eyes.
He's too dumb to do anything other than be empathetic. He always knocks himself offline, so he's harmless. Your Honor!
Wrong.
Please, 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 please! He's so adorable! I would die if he could depress it! Please!
I do like these now. These
He killed dozens of people! Smiley face. Shut the f*** up, Your Honor! You wasn't even there!
Some I don't know how to word some of these.
Your Honor, he was killing filthy criminals. They don't have rights.
So we're getting to rights again. Yippee.
Prankers.
Your Honor, he was manipulated.
Your Honor, my client was... Hey! Hey! Ann! Stop getting distracted by butterflies! No, no! Don't blow up the roof to let it out!
Sorry, I'm gonna have to write down a couple stuff here. Yeah, with Uzi, yeah. Blackmail. It's valid, but not for obvious reasons.
He dies! Everything dies! Because of this! He's my boy! He did nothing wrong! I'll just say to the judge, a corrupt company made him go sicko mode and kill innocent people. It's not his fault. My boy Ed will win the case. He had his memories on his, had no idea what he was doing, was tricked and helped destroy the worst thing known to man. And, oh, yeah, he is a silly little human.
He is so silly, Your Honor. Look at him. He's the epitome of silly drone. You wouldn't really think he would slaughter anything, right?
Two things. One, he's a goober, therefore he is innocent. Two, Sin did it.
True. How to get a new paper.
Your Honor, what the f- even is the accusations? You didn't give me any!
I hate these ones. They just make me...
Your Honor, my client pleads oops daisy. He said sorry, so it's all good. The ones to blame are JC Jensen and Space.
Your Honor, I have two main reasons why my client isn't guilty. One, look at this goober. And may I add, he did say sorry. Look.
Say, goober, saved, and blackmail. Both works and doesn't work. For plainful obvious reasons.
He saved the world. Two, I have an SU-57.
And his own
Your
SU-57.
Honor, he was acting under
wonder how many of
amnesia
these are
and brainwashing. After he was snapped out of the brainwashing, he made a deliberate effort to
Exactly.
not hurt anyone.
This is the
Therefore,
W.
his actions can reasonably be dismissed
That's what I'm
as forced,
smile.
or with him having been clinically insane. Your Honor, he has a very low and potentially minor level mental age. He is also the victim of much grooming, coercion, and most importantly, had his software mined and nearly destroyed by the solver. He also gives a good faith effort to end his past ways and has been mostly successful in doing so. He needs a mental hospital, not a prison.
Thing is, I haven't really had any arguments because, well, Sin, you can't really defend her. That's why it's probably so long. But here, and I'm just like, yeah. I mean, just disputing the ones that are obviously goofy and barely. There's not really a lot that people don't know. So, yeah. 58 and 59 were really good. I'd say they really did explain a lot about the why it's not.
Your Honor, my client here apologized after killing all those drones in the colony, and he had a worker drone girlfriend. And look how cute and innocent he is. He's a golden retriever incarnate.
He's mentally ill because of the trauma he's been forced through, but now is fixed with the power of love, Your Honor.
Now, if you have a look at this silly goodbye goober, you can see that there is not one bad thought behind these eyes. And he doesn't kill his work members too, and he hasn't killed a fly.
Your Honor.
Just because he's a goober dog, a golden retriever, that does not mean he's exempt from the law.
I rest my case. Your Honor, you want to do for email girlfriend?
Well, let's just say, not just any email girlfriend.
But Your Honor, he's just a little cutie goofy.
I can do anything.
Can you defend a murder drone in court?
Your Honor, don't
blame the machine, blame the creator! He would not have done it under He would not have done it under
No. Student's image goes for any killer, but you know what I mean. Under normal circumstances, yeah, so basically it's number 5 again. So it is an
He would not have done it under normal circumstances, which goes for any killer, but you know it.
Sir, my client is a certified good boy. You can't argue with that.
I'll lend you $30.
bribery. How's the chance of working?
I'm not guilty! Yippee!
Only 71 posts this time. Yeah, dude, why did you not do 100? Like, come on. Cheap. Wait. Oh yeah, 6, 7 on the other side. Okay. Alright. Well, good. Got that done. I just wanted to get that done. Actually, still got a label. What's good arguments? They do all the pardons were good. Blah 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 blah. All the pardon excuses I see were pretty good. Ones that make you think and put in like a simple face, or like the human rights one. No, the killing machine one. PTSD. Yep. So. Pretty good. I know that's not gonna be a one-off theme because it's probably gonna happen at some other point.
Check
There's
out.
also other comments, so I'm
In
gonna
no
go
time.
through those real quick. So we did it in like what? Oh, that's pretty good. So let me go through the comments and I'll be back. So only out of 41 comments, there's only 2 that I want to talk about. This one really is just some wording of the video. I just wanted to show you. Then, this one I haven't seen. My golly jeepers, this is the basic stuff, but I'm gonna read all this. So I do actually want to talk about this. So there's no need to worry about it though. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get one thing straight. My client N is not a criminal. We are here today because some highly questionable entities want you to believe that N, a simple yet misguided murder drone, is some kind of ruthless villain. Well, that's not just wrong, it's legally indefensible. So let's break this down and prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that N's completely innocent. Numero uno, self-defense. You can't kill what's trying to kill you. Ever heard the right of self-defense? One of the most fundamental principles of law, recognized by every legal system on this planet. If someone's trying to kill you, you have every right to fight back. And guess what? Fact, M was programmed to eliminate work drone, not out of free will, but because he was able to do it by J.C. Jensen. That is legitimately the wrong. So, dude, have you watched the show? Sin did it. Anyways, the argument still stands. Fact, the very same work drone started fighting back. Villain Michael trying to destroy N and his kind. Legal conclusion, if someone's shooting you, you can't just stand there and you don't just stand there and take it. You defend yourself unless there is reason in a lot of places, if there is reasonable action to run away, you run away. But it's different. This point, N is an aggressor. He is the one on attack. He can't blame for somebody for protecting themselves, even if they're originally created for another purpose. How are they protecting themselves? Well, like, yeah, they were. Well, ooh. I mean, they're protected from them. Like, I mean, they're not really protecting themselves. And every single time I've seen a murder drone fight they didn't do it because of self-defense. They did it for the murderous intent. So less off-screen stuff, but the argument still seems good. Alright. Lots of men's no criminal intent, no crime. Let's talk about men's the guilty mind. See, for a crime to exist, it needs to be intent. If you don't intend to harm, if you're just following orders, programmed, or instinct, you can't be guilty of a crime. Now, does N have full autonomy over his actions? Not originally, he was programmed. That is true. He was mind controlled by Sin, not J.C. Jensen. Kill out of personal hatred or evil intent? Absolutely not. He actively tries not to kill unless something's controlling him. Shows remorse and desire to change? Yes, he does. This isn't such as clearly someone trying to break free from his programming and make his own chases. Let me tell you, folks, intent matters. 3, coercion and distress. When you're forced to do something, it's not your fault. In majority of the cases, yes. But if it's something so entirely huge, like with Sin here, yeah. Legal doctrine is clear. If you're cursing to commit an act under threat or control, you're not fully responsible. Okay, never mind. And was built by J.C. Jensen. No, he wasn't! To follow orders. He didn't choose to be a murder drone. He was manufactured as one. Even when he tried to resist, his very existence and function put him at odds with both sides. So let me ask you this. Can you punish someone for doing what they were literally built to do? Would you arrest a machine for running a program it didn't write? No, you wouldn't. So then technically by us humans, even though we were technically a lot more complicated, but we were programmed by what other people's decision to do, so then how would we be charged? Because, oh, we can blame it on this, and this. Everybody that led me up to this. But it's, again, that's way too broad. But yeah, this is legitimate code. No, you can't. You can't, because it was built. They have no idea. If they learned and then go back, then yes. Now, even if we say that ended some questionable things in the past, let's look at bigger picture. Did he continue down this path? No. He actually tried to get better. At the end, the law is clear. Self-defense, legal, not really talking about whatever. No intent to harm, not a crime. His actual self, yes. Coercion by higher power, definitely. Guilty, actively trying to change, deserving redemption, definitely. Let's stop this winch hunt. Claimed by Constantine and start focusing on the real criminals. J.C. Jensen, the criticist agenda, began Sin. Because if there's one thing I know, it's this. N isn't the villain, he's the victim. That's like half the video. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Actually, no, it was only like 5 minutes or whatever. But yeah, it was a good, that was definitely a good comment. Didn't mention Sin. I think you're definitely watched the whole series, but whatever. Bye.